Welcome back, my gardening friends. I'm going to be applying the Supersoil Maximum Strength to my allotment, except for the temporary compost bin that we're doing the experiment on. I've already filled one of these. I put into my Vevor stainless steel sprayer. The links for all of these are in the description below. And I'd like to thank everyone for their kind words on my wife's health, Mrs. K. She is still very, very poorly in hospital, and to fix one condition she's got to wait before she has a biopsy to find out about the other condition. It's not only royals that suffer with their health. I'm finding it very hard to get motivated, as you'd appreciate. So I've tried to get a few jobs done on the allotment as and when I can. But unfortunately, no time to share. So let's get cracking. You certainly don't need a lot. Just imagine a crop sprayer. Dusting his fields. The walking onions and the aprea have managed to pull themselves back together again after the long winter, and this bed here will stay like this, and I'm going to do some giant Nodig potatoes in this bed. And this bed here where we've been doing the other business. I'll just finish these off. There's the garlic and red Russian. The thing about Supersoil is you can pick your crops pretty well straight away. I'll finish this area. All the long roots are planted up. I'm just going to go up there now and give them a little bit of Supersoil, super strength. Those bays there are for the radish. They don't get planted till the longest day. In the polytunnel, we've topped all the beds up, give them a good watering, and to save or make some space where we've lost some at the end of this root structure, I've put some of the strawberries in containers, hopefully to get an early crop. Once they're done, I can pop them outside and we can use that for something else. We're all ready for anything that I decide to grow. The potatoes have decided to grow anyway. I haven't even harvested these yet. That's all in here done. Remember, Supersoil does spread rapidly once they start to get into your soil and compost. So spread it at one end and eventually it'll work its way to the other. My second parsnip bed is topped up. This is the one we've seen previously. I've put this collar around here just to protect the alpine strawberries. That's how many I got out of the packet in the end, and that's with half of them not germinating because I didn't freeze them first. We won't be planting parsnips until mid-April, hopefully. I popped my red onions in, and the broad beans are now big enough so that the mice don't pinch the seed, because even at that height they'll burrow down and take the bean, because the plant hasn't taken all the energy out of it. Where, let's say, that one there, which is about 8 or 9 inches, will have taken all the energy out of the seed, and then relying on some compost or the soil for its energy. The last of the Brussels sprouts, it's the end of March, I think. Lost all track of days, times, dates, but there's a few sprouts on there that we can take. I've only found one root that's got some club root on, so I shall be taking that off, and then I shall be chopping them to pieces, taking out my frustration on that. And I'll be taking some purple sprouting, broccoli. You might think, well, that plant isn't very tall. There's the root, look, right over to there. But I had to re-net all this, but you might be able to see the florets there, middle of the screen, they're the main ones, and that's what you get when you've taken the main one out. Then all the others come good. I'm not sure whether it's claret or purple. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. It's a nice food to keep me going. Temporary compost bins, I have noticed that this is the one that's not been treated with Supersoil, and that one has, and that one seems to be sinking faster. So that one's had some of the max strength Supersoil on, this one hasn't had any Supersoil whatsoever. We're doing a reveal at the end of April, and I'll be taking some asparagus home. Some of the thin ones are a little bit tough, but these nice fat juicy ones, I'm cutting everything off that comes up. I thought it was a little bit early for asparagus, but if you treat them well, they'll look after me, or us. The cuttings that I took, there we've got some white currants, they're showing some growth, but don't be tempted to take them out now. Wait till the autumn, because there is life in that cutting, a piece of wood, and it will make it go green, but it will still not have any roots on it. So I shan't be touching those till the autumn, and if I've got surplus I'll be sharing. Blueberries seem to be doing better in containers. And there we have some of the new growth coming out the bottom that will outstretch. So that there might have been last year's growth. That there might have been 3 years ago, 2 years ago. That's the wood that we'll be cutting out between Christmas and New Year, hopefully. But everything looks good in here. Just need to do a bit of weeding, keep on top of it where I can. Inside the cabbage cage, as you can see down there, one of the giant cabbages is threw up some shoots, and I'll be taking some of those, and the strawberries, Sweetheart, are coming on nicely in here. They just get shaded just that little bit to protect them from those cold winds and cold nights. I must say the blackberries are doing really well. Again, it's all about looking after your plants over the winter, not just leaving them and not cutting them down and not giving them some food, care, loving care, like I'm doing Mrs. K at the moment. The dahlia beds, they're now been uncovered, and it won't be long before I can help myself to a little bit of rhubarb. And there's some of the summer fruiting raspberries. The giant veg beds are all done, ready to go. giant beetroot in there I need to plant out at some stage. The Bocking 14 down here is coming good. Wildflower, wildlife area and pond is looking pleasing to the eye. That's where I'll be putting all my comfrey, stems and all, and collecting the juices. I collected 20 litres last year. That's a full concentrate. I'll be able to use that on my tomatoes. All the material has gone out of this now and it's all been topped up again. We've added a bit of manure to add to all those siftings of the larger debris that can still break down. And we shouldn't really put bread and stuff in compost bins because our four-legged friends do like it. And my gravity fed wick guttering, rainwater guttering, is up and running now. And just to help it a little bit, I've topped all these up and I've been watering from above. These are ideal for water retention, etc. They were for free. They're street lamp columns, street lamp covers, and these are what and the tubs are what the cannabis growers unscrupulously throw away. So again, I'm sort of ahead of myself, but I did work hard over the winter, the odd 30 minutes here and there. I've noticed that both my fish are still alive and kicking after the winter. And we've made a big hole in the 3-year-old leaf mould, and I've took some of the loose off the top there to go in the compost bin to keep the worms nice and happy until we get lots of green material. And here's the comfrey that does spread, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't pop its head through there, else I've got to do something about it. Silly me, forgot to cover the soil and it's got rained on, but most of the work has been done now, topping the beds up, as you can see. And I must take a picture of these tulips for Mrs. K to see when I pop and visit her this afternoon. I spend 6 hours with her if I can each day. The blossom is now coming on the pear tree. We've had a slight frost this morning. It's the last Sunday in March. It's coming a little bit warmer, so hopefully these will get pollinated and we'll get more fruit than we did last year. And I managed to get another 7 palicolas, so that makes 9 in total to use where I need to. I haven't been to work now for nearly 2 weeks. My works have been very, very kind. I think I've only ever had 15 weeks off in the 46 years I've worked for them. It's nice to know that they like me. Mustn't forget to get a few carrots as well. And we'll get some potatoes. We'll pick the worst one, well, the one that's growing well. 2 seed potatoes, Swift. 1 row of sweet candle carrots, sowed last May 2023. Some nice sprouting broccoli, Crispus F1 Brussels sprouts, and some nice asparagus. Of course, you can't resist an excuse me moment. Let's have a complete meal in one. So refreshing. I am finding it difficult to function at the moment, but I've got lots of friends, family, support from work to keep an eye on me too, because it's not only about looking after Mrs. K, I've got to look after myself as well. So I'm going to eat well this Sunday lunchtime. Thank you again to everyone that sent some nice comments and sharing personal things with me, and I can't thank you enough. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta for now.